The college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Wednesday, February 7th on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Cut. Cut is a peer-to-peer social betting platform that's US based and available in 40 different states. Head to cut.com. That's KUTT.com. Use that promo code SGPN for a 10% deposit bonus. We're also brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets. Yes, the sports betting research platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com. Use that promo code SGPN to get 50% off your first month and start making smarter bets today, people. And don't forget to enter our Super Bowl 58 props contest. Pick 58 Super Bowl props for a chance to win $1,000. Enter today for free at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/SB58 or in the SGPN App Store, which is free to download in the App Store, Google Play Store. So do that. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride.
Hey, what's up, you degenerate gamblers? This is Bill Burr, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride, baby.
Yes. Woo! Welcome to the college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Wednesday, February 7th. Oh man. I got a few clips we could play here. Let's just start off with this.
Coaching did a horrible job. The players did a horrible job. We got our ass kicked in that second half. It sucked. It stunk.
You can't win.
Yeah. He felt like shit afterwards. Everybody booing the shit out of me, but he worked his ass off.
I mean, I feel like there's just so
I can't talk to this son of a bitch. I can't.
I mean, there's a lot we could do here. We can go.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
But we're gonna talk all about it, folks. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, my name is Colby Database Dan, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
I smoke and I drink and I don't have stress and I'm healthy.
I mean, every once in a while, give away a couple $100 to the universe. Just say, here, have some money. Universe, have some money. All right, give me a safe planet. All right, give me a safe planet. Give me a few fucking Stallone action flicks. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Just pissing away money left and right. The fountain of life. Because at the end of the day, when you die, what did you really do? You spent a bunch of money. You pissed away money. It's okay. It's okay. It happens. We're going to go through all of our pissings. But before we do that, I want to introduce my co-host. Give it up for former video coordinator for Hall of Fame coach Bob Huggins and Frank Martin, host of the Big 12 College Experience. Host of the Ride and Rush Show. Give it up for Ryan McIntyre, a.k.a. Moneyline Mac. How you doing, brother?
Been better. Just telling you up. Road teams, ATS, 20-10 tonight, including 9 outright on the money line as dogs.
Absolutely wild, but give it up for Moneyline Mac.
Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight.
Woo.
I mean...
Wow.
Got my ass whooped.
Same.
I wish I could tell you that. Well, we're gonna go through every fucking game, and currently I'm sweating out Pacific plus 24 as they're down 41.
You just went
perfect. You talked me into that one, you sack of shit. You complete sack of shit. But it's okay. I had a horrible day with or without you.
Yeah. It didn't make or break our day. It was just cherry on top. Hey, home team's got to win eventually. Nope, lose by 40.
Dude, I watched that Pacific game as I was having dinner downstairs just a minute ago. I was doing the college baseball before that. Are they aware that this is a game?
Terrible.
Like, they're on TV. This is a game.
How do you
It's like playing fucking horse. It was like just like hanging around. I guess I'll shoot this shot. Yeah, have the 3. I'll give you the 3. Don't worry about it. I know you've been making them all night. Just have it. Horrible.
How do you lose to the same team by 40 and then 50, like combined almost 100 points in less than 2 weeks? How's that even possible? How do you not like just show a little bit of resistance? Hey, let's lose this one by 15. I was like, hey, they got to show up. They've been playing better against Gonzaga. No, they're just going to lay down and take it up the ass, I guess. Again.
I knew better to take Pacific. I mean, I took them, but they canceled their football program. They deserve everything.
Yes, they deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I play that? That might be considered offensive. Noah,
what's going on, guys? I'm popping in here.
Did you eat a complete shit sandwich tonight too?
0-4. Sometimes good. Sometimes maybe good. Sometimes maybe shit. One of those shit nights. Colby, if you don't mind me asking,
What's that smell? You stink.
What was the SGP podcast record? Is that tallied up yet for after this shit show?
No, I don't do math on nights like this. I just know I lose a lot of money. All right.
You're only as good as your next bet. It's already in the rearview mirror. I've already forgotten about it. It's a fucking new slate. We got 50 games tomorrow.
Yeah. But you've got to have a bunch of these. When you sign up for this show, all right, I don't know. I mean, when you sign up to bet every night, maybe not the show because you could just sit at home, talk shit, whatever. But I'm saying when you sign up to bet every night of the human life,
it's a high variance sport.
Not even the sport in general. In general, you're gonna lose some. Scared money don't make money. But then again, I was not scared with my money, and I lost on my money. So, okay, there goes that quote.
What a night!
And you're nothing but a chameleon, lemon-headed, coward, terrorist pussy. And I'm after you, buddy. You're gonna pay for it. Good night.
Rutgers 56, Terp 53. I mean, what a rock fight. I mean, I knew it was going to be somewhat of a rock fight, but all right. Pissed away $100 there. Any chance could Rutgers turn the season around? Is there any, I know they host Wisconsin and Northwestern next, and then they're at Minnesota. Those are 3 winnable games. Do they have life, Mac?
I mean, you got to give them credit for not quitting on the season and winning back-to-back road games. I know Michigan sucks, but Maryland, I guess, sucks now too. But no, I don't think so. I mean, I just they've buried themselves so much that they're 4-8 in Big Ten play. They're basically dead. But you give them credit, man, that they didn't quit. They didn't quit on the season. They play for Pikel, but I think this is more an indictment on Maryland. You can't lose this fucking game. Are you kidding me, Kevin Willard?
Yeah. We could. I mean, I was a skeptic of the hire from the start, but I mean, I don't know. It's a year 2. I can't talk too much shit yet, but I ate shit there. And then this one was the right side. So me and Nick had a double lock on South Carolina. Did you watch any of this game?
I watched the entire game, and you're going to hate me because I bet Ole Miss last minute, because I swear to God, I was watching just previews and everybody and their fucking mother was like, South Carolina's my lock tonight. I'm like, oh man, this is the first time they've been ranked in forever. But I mean, they should have won the game by more than 3.
Fucking what, a 13-point halftime lead?
Great game.
I was not sweating at all until, I don't know, final 5 minutes, maybe final 7 minutes. I don't know, but still, I feel like the right side with South Carolina, and that's a tough beat. Yeah.
No, Richie Rich, I'd never bet South Carolina, so it was not a quadruple lock. I don't throw me in there. I was on Ole Miss, so I got that one right.
But we need to talk about South Carolina here. They're 20-3.
I know. It's unbelievable.
I mean, you look at the remaining schedule, man.
Mm-hmm.
Home to Vandy, at Auburn, home to LSU, at Ole Miss, at A&M, home to Florida, home to Tennessee, at Mississippi State. Now, at Auburn, and is the one flat out loss. Tend to think A&M and Ole Miss could get them too, but I kind of think is this team really going to win 25 fucking games this year?
Around there, yeah.
Dude,
But it is different when you're the hunted now that they're ranked. It's going to be hard.
It's true, but I'm just saying, like, dude, I was high on them. I just can't believe this year. Like, I wasn't this high on them. What?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's
unbelievable.
Great job.
Unfucking believable.
Chris Beard's doing a great job. I mean,
he is. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great game. Yeah, but I mean, South Carolina, they just continue to find ways to win.
They're a fun team to watch, man. They're a fun team to watch. Yeah. Akron just beat the piss out of Central Michigan. Did you lock this up?
It was a battle with me and Bieniek. Bieniek's
Michigan.
This never had a shot with Central Michigan. They were down 15-0 in like the blink of an eye. I was like, good God. Akron, contender. Central Michigan, pretender.
I thought it was a great angle for you, Bieniek. I really did.
I thought it was too.
I thought it was like, they're going to sleep through this one.
It was 15-0 at the first media. I go, good God.
Tough loss. Tough loss there, but don't bet on Michigan schools, buddy.
There wasn't a bounce back in the day either. There was a couple of tough losses. I had Maryland. I forgot to pop in for that, so I'll take the L too.
I'm glad you guys talked me off locking DePaul because they did not cover as they lost by 28.
Should have locked up Patino when he was sitting in the fucking arena alone thinking about DePaul.
Hey, who was at this game? Who anyone out there listening to, and shout out to last night's episode because I think I'm getting that JW Dant whiskey. Nice DM in the morning. But I'm curious if anyone was at this St. John's game. I'm trying to get my hands on a Rick Pitino bobblehead that they were giving away.
Yeah.
Perfect for the office, perfect for the diner. If anyone can help me there, I'll pay. And I'll give you an SGPN gift card. And I'll throw in I don't know, something Noah owns. That sweat, that jersey he's got back there. That Trask, that Kyle Trash bullshit.
Central Michigan jersey somewhere in its closet.
Yeah, he burned that tonight. What do you make? I mean, we don't need to talk about DePaul St. John's.
Dude, DePaul, I watched a little bit of this game. I mean, you give St. John's credit. They had been stubborn, came out and took care of business, but this DePaul team is
we don't need to talk about this game.
They're so bad. Oh my God.
We don't need to talk about this fucking game. But meanwhile, Western Michigan covered for me. Didn't bet this. Man, Kent State 63, Western Michigan 61. It was a Maction Classic in Kent, Ohio. You bet this one, didn't you?
I did. I ate shit with Kent. I was fading all the Michigan schools, so I guess I went 1 for 1. Kent got it to 9, I think, but they couldn't get away, man. They're not as good. They're not as good as they've been.
Yeah. And shout out to Simon in the chat. Hey man, if you can try, that'd be great. Appreciate you, buddy. And hit me up with the DM. Yeah. I mean, Kent's struggling, but hey, a win is a win. And then look, we look like fucking geniuses because we had a quadruple lock for an instant, for a fucking instant tonight. We look like geniuses. And then the world said, Colby, you will have shit for dinner tonight. But Ric Flair in me still has to doubt that we were on the Clemson Tigers.
Yeah.
80-76. This game was fantastic. I watched this one from start to finish. Your thoughts on this one? Because Clemson might just play themselves back into the NCAA tournament mix on this win.
So I was thinking about it. I go, this is perfect for Clemson because now they're back on the right side. If they can avoid the upset losses, now that's what's kept them out last year, and then why they were.
Oh no, they'll fuck this up. They'll find a way to fuck this up.
But this is a great win. Second win.
Dude, they're a good team. This is look. Other years I thought Brownell had coached them up. No, this is on him. This one is on him.
Yeah.
The roster, okay, maybe they lack a little athleticism, but they're a good team. They should be an NCAA tournament team this year from a roster and experience standpoint, in my opinion.
Carolina's got some kinks in the armor too, by the way. Everybody's been crowning their ass as a definite 1 seed over the last 2 weeks. I don't know, man. I don't think they're as good as their record. I think they're a little overrated. I think they're good. Don't get me wrong, but 1 seed. Do I think they're as good as no way they're as good as UConn, Purdue, Houston? No.
Purdue, I'm still not buying, but Purdue does this every year in the regular season. I don't know about that one.
Well, no up.
Yeah, I mean, did I tell you that I was at a restaurant the other day and Tobin Anderson picked up everyone's tab? All right. He even offered. He said, "Dude, you want to fuck my wife?" And I was like, "No, I'm good." But he seems like a hell of a good guy. No, I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, he's fucking 1-0 against Big Ten in March. Great
I'm
job.
joking. Tobin Anderson never said any of that. But he is an outstanding citizen. Noah Bieniek, he has him. He has him on Epstein Island. I don't even understand it. He didn't have the resources. He didn't have the connections. Noah's already told us he's been to Epstein Island the most out of any celebrity. Northern Illinois 62, Miami, Ohio 59. Nice call. I knew Miami. Look, this is one that I thought was possible. I think I called this on like a week ago show when they were playing Central Michigan. I said, no, Central Michigan's going to get them, but watch, they might get Miami, Ohio. Now I still took Miami, Ohio on the show last night, so I'm not going to. I had no feel for this game, but I just know Miami, Ohio, and Travis Lexington Steele is full of shit. So, shout out to the Huskies. Did you bet this?
I did. This is one of my winners, dude. All the fucking road teams, these nasty road teams, came through today. So shout out to Northern Illinois. Great job.
Yeah, I mean, Miami, Ohio. What's going on here?
It's Lexington Steele, man. Can't trust them.
I mean, come on, those Xavier teams. You want to talk about other teams that were talented that should have been in the NCAA tournament, and he just never got them in. Maybe one of the games of the night here, and I want to shout out. Hold on, let me
Northern Illinois, by the way, about to go on a little run. Like, are they back? They've won 2 in a row. They've played.
I was high on them in the preseason.
I know.
But
are the February Madness?
Want to shout out Matt Garrett. He was a Buckeye fan that was a part of the Fire Chris Holtmann chant that was going on tonight.
Oh God.
Dude, how did they lose this game? Indiana. I was on Indiana. One of the few hits that we had here. Indiana 76, Ohio State 73. You were on the other side of this, weren't they winning by 20 or so?
Yeah, in the second half. This is when I thought, hey man, I'm off to a nice little start here tonight. And we'll talk about another game that completely got away from us that we were on the right side. Dude, what the fuck, Ohio State? You're up fucking 20 with 15 minutes, and you're not up 20 on Purdue. You're up 20 on Indiana, and you can't hold on, yet alone cover. You didn't even win the game. Yeah, this is the final nail in the Holtmann coffin. I won't take them again. That was it for me. I mean, they were up 20. For them to lay down like that, I'm done with them, man.
Who is Ohio State gonna target next year? You know they're gonna get someone good. And I didn't think get someone at a big time school. They have the most expensive athletic department. Them in Texas. So
shit,
they can get.
Wade would be all right.
I don't even know if they go to the mid-major rank, so they could pluck P5 coaches, man.
Spear, Chris Mack.
I mean, Mac is familiar with Ohio, but it's going to be interesting. So, yeah. Shout out to Keisei. He says Holtman fraud. Colby's hate gets me paid every game.
Yeah.
What a
fucking.
fucking.
They had a guy like Thad Matta. I mean, he'd be good there, right?
Dude, there's a couple firings that were the most ridiculous firings of all time, and I have Thad Matta in that category. One of them was Marty Schottenheimer, who took the Chargers to a 14-2 record, which if you know the history of the NFL, that's like a top 10 best regular season record ever. And they fired him. Now he choked in the playoffs, but they fired a guy for going with one of the best seasons in the history of the NFL. That's got to be up there.
I got a good name for you, but they won't do it because they're stubborn that he coached in Cincinnati. And it was the same reason they never hired Hugs. Mick Cronin. I actually think Mick Cronin would be fucking awesome at Ohio State. I think he'd be perfect there. He's familiar with the area, but they're too much on their fucking pedestal that we can't hire a former Cincinnati coach.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
He'd be a great fit. Great fit, Ohio State.
Who else could they land? Man, they're gonna have that Big Ten money. That $1 billion contract starts next year. And that's what I'm saying. Like they could go out and hire, dude. They could steal coaches from the ACC, the Big Ten, the Pac-12, or obviously the Pac-2, whatever the fuck. They're going to be able to cash in on somebody.
Cronin would leave UCLA for Ohio State. FYI in the chat, he would definitely leave UCLA. UCLA's NIL sucks.
Yes, that's why Chip Kelly is trying to leave.
Yeah,
if you didn't know that, folks.
Yeah.
I don't know how UCLA's broke. I took my wife to the campus the other day. We were on campus and we're just sitting there and like the campus has money. I don't understand who handles their money. That's what I want to know. Sorry, I'm adjusting my shit's all fucked up.
I'm with you. I think they're gonna go outside the box a little bit, high major wise. They're kind of, that fucking institution's a bunch of pussies though. Like. They're not going to hire the must bus. They're not going to hire probably Beard just because they like to be squeaky clean because they're Ohio State.
Yeah.
Shad
in the chat says, Donnie, that Charger team was loaded. I understand that, but he's the reason why they were loaded. Now he was good at judging talent. They also brought in Norv fucking Turner. Like if you're going to fire Schottenheimer at 14-2, you bring in someone who's actually successful historically. To bring in Norv, come on. He had all that shit on his face. Anyway, Ohio 84, Ball State 79. This game was overtime. This is a Maxion Classic here. You hit on this one. Remember, I didn't bet this, but I like Ball State. But this was anyone's game. Ohio gets it done, and Ohio's playing much better ball now. Your thoughts?
Ohio is playing better ball. I probably need to bet them some more. Ohio and Akron. Those are the Dons in the MAC. It seems like this year since Kent State's kind of dropped out. Toledo too, although they didn't cover tonight.
Michael Barber in the chat says LaDainian Tomlinson didn't even play in the playoffs. Could be accurate. It's a lot of whiskeys ago.
He did, but yes,
I thought he did too, but I don't know. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. So Florida State 63, Boston College 62 in a classic. My BC play hits. Or wait, no, it didn't. No, it didn't.
Florida State won outright.
Yeah. Why did I think Florida State was favored? I didn't bet this, but I'm saying for a second I thought Florida State was a 2-point favorite. This game's hilarious. I did not watch a second of it, and I'm proud of that. What happened here, and your thoughts on this one?
So at one point I had Florida State and Wake Forest like side by side, and Clemson. And I think Clemson was up 15-4. Florida State was up 19-3. And then we'll talk about Wake Forest. They were up 20-2 at one point. So it was like, holy fuck, ACC road teams punching the home teams in the mouth. Good win, Florida State, man. Whenever you lose at Louisville, you got to bounce back. So you give Leonard Hamilton some credit. And Boston College continues to be Boston College.
I wanted to pop in here because I was kind of surfing through conferences and stuff, went through some of the high majors. Then I was like, Ohio State, I don't know if they'd like any of these guys. I think I found one. And I want to ask Mac. I'm a Michigan fan. I would hate if he went. What about Anthony Grant?
They won't do Dayton though. It's like
why wouldn't they do Dayton?
They just don't like to hire an Ohio guy within.
Wait.
I don't think
came
that
from
makes
Xavier. He came from Xavier.
I don't think that makes any sense either. Wouldn't you want to recruit or a guy that's familiar with the recruiting?
Maybe I'm just thinking of the Hugs thing because they were so bent out of shape. Because once upon a time, the Hugs Ohio State thing seemed like it was going to happen, but it was we can't hire a Cincinnati guy. But then I guess they hired a Xavier guy. I don't know.
Because like Anthony Grant could be due for a promotion, just another step up.
Yeah,
I mean, especially after this season too.
My only thing is Grant struggled at what was it Alabama or was it Florida? Alabama, right?
That was Anthony
Grant.
Alabama.
Alabama. Yeah.
Aiden's a great job.
He was good at VCU.
Yeah.
All right at Bama. Only one tournament appearance, and then he's been great with Dayton. Dayton's only got one tournament appearance with him though.
Well, that's because but that's
COVID
year.
That's
the COVID year. They're going to be a 1 seed. Yeah.
That's the COVID year. Actually, would be that tournament appearance.
I think they would go for a bigger name, man. I think they would go. I think they would have the money to try to offer a lot of guys big time money. They could offer Scott Drew. They could offer like a lot of because Baylor's not going to have that money. That's what I'm saying. Like they're going to be able to offer pretty big. What's my guy's name in Arizona? I'm drawing Tommy Lloyd. I think they could go in and throw big.
Some of these
money
guys, I don't see them leaving though.
Yeah,
like I had already looked at a lot of conferences. I went through like 6 different conferences and then got into the A10.
You're telling me if they talked to Jerome Tang, they wouldn't take that? That like they could offer Jerome Tang 3 times the amount of money.
Jerome Tang really enjoys Kansas State. Like,
dude,
no, not
comes
recently.
through the screen like that to me.
Dude, I'm sure he does enjoy Kansas State, but at the same time, they can offer 3 times the amount of money. You know?
True. I mean,
I would.
Then again, he's only ever dealt with like Central America and the South in recruiting. Now you're putting him in Ohio.
What the fuck is in Kansas? What are you talking about? Look, I love Kansas State. But come on.
This is the first year where he's actually got some recruiting grounds in the state of Ohio.
Ohio or Kansas?
With Cincinnati. I'm talking
Grant?
No,
the fuck
we were talking about
right
Tang.
In Ohio? Who cares? What are you talking about?
That's your backyard. You got to be able to recruit it. That's who should care.
Basketball, not as much.
I mean, Michigan fucking stole Xavier Simpson.
Damani makes a good point. I know Dusty May's an Indiana guy, but Ohio State might tempt him.
That's a great one, actually.
Yeah,
that's a great one. That's a great one.
I like. Where was it? It was Keisei's the one that said it. Tony Bennett. I don't think he would leave Virginia.
I don't think he would either. I actually think he might retire.
If he leaves Virginia, it's for Wisconsin.
Maybe. Or retiring.
You don't like following your old man.
Yeah. Either way, it'll be fascinating to watch. You know what wasn't fascinating to watch was me. Georgia Tech just pissed entirely in my face tonight as they lost by 30.
What the fuck was that?
What in the hell was this, man? This one
it was 34-4. I go, what?
This is where we just have to smile and just say, "Fuck you, world."
What are you talking about? I meant to take Wake Forest. I didn't take Georgia Tech. It was awful.
Glad I didn't bet this one because I thought about it because I thought the line stunk. Fordham gets drilled by VCU. I would have taken Fordham had I bet that.
Same.
And then night would continue to be shitty as Canisius somehow did not cover 4.5 as they lost by 5 to Niagara Falls. It was a bad night, and it gets even worse after that because Georgia Washington just what in the fuck was this, dude? Between this and the Georgia Tech game,
Georgia Washington was up double digits early.
I know.
They lose by 30. I go,
what
the fuck? They're done. No more betting those fucking see Revs or whatever the fuck.
Dude, I'm sorry. This is a night you just laugh. You gotta laugh.
What the fuck is going on in this sport right now?
Buffalo. Look, we should have just faded Buffalo. Should have just faded Buffalo. The system works on fading Buffalo as Bowling Green covers and wins by 14. That was an NC Nick lock, I think. Toledo. Hey, I got this one right, but didn't bet it as Eastern Michigan covered the 12.5 against Toledo.
By the way, another weird game. Toledo was fucking them up, and then I look up and Eastern Michigan was like up 6 with 6 minutes. I was like, "What the fuck is going on with these games tonight?"
Yeah, I thought that's one.
That's another name, Todd Kowalczyk from Toledo. He's been rolling with the Rockets.
I just think Ohio State has more money. Bigger. Like that's not a sexy hire. I don't think the alumni say, "Hey, Kobolowski tires" or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Like, no.
I like Mack. I like Chris Mack.
I think Chris Mack though is probably going to end up like I like I think that Dusty May because they're going to have that type of money. They're gonna be able to bring in someone big time.
Honestly, like that Indiana win, the fans might really turn back in like a half year and say, "I wish we lost Ohio State."
That's true,
because that would have been nail in the coffin for Woodson, a 20-point loss.
That's very true. Very true.
And if he ends up at Ohio State, holy shit.
How the fuck did we lose this one? Because I went up to record college baseball. Thought the Houston play was a smash because they were up like 25 points. But no, they only win by 16. I piss away another $100. What the hell happened here? I couldn't watch. I didn't watch the game. What happened?
Kelvin Sampson had a great ejection. He stormed to the other. He stormed to the opposite baseline on a push off, like in the middle of the play. It was actually one fantastic. And they just were like, "Hey, stop! You're out of here!" And he's motherfucking the ref. It was great. But they still were up 24-26 with 4 minutes. And somehow Oklahoma State backdoors this. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I basically had chalked this one up as a win. I thought there was no way Oklahoma State was going to backdoor this.
Yeah.
That's how they did.
Yeah, I'm with you. I couldn't believe it. Didn't bet this, but Littlecock just destroyed UT Martin. I did take UT Martin on the picks page. Yeah, good win, Darrell Walker. You didn't bet this, did you?
No.
We did bet this, and it felt pretty good. Oklahoma just blows out BYU by 16. We got a couple right. I think all in all, I was what? I was 7-12 today. What'd you make of your Sooners getting that dub?
Yeah, this is my favorite play of the day. So at least I got that right. Yeah, good win, Oklahoma. They needed that. They had lost 2 home games in a row. Tragic magic. Rest in peace, Toby Keith. Great spot for them tonight. BYU, they're not that good on the road.
Yeah. Well, I thought the same about Iowa State, and they just went into Texas. Now, this one I don't mind. Take my $100. Take my $100 because I love Texas fans in misery. So I'm okay. I'm not even gonna bitch about this one. Good win, Iowa State. Can't believe they did that on the road. They were up all game. What'd you make of this one?
Yeah, they hit him right in the fucking mouth. We will not take Texas as a favorite again. They're front runner spot. They're not good. Now, if you get them back to the wall as a dog, they can be all right when everybody counts them out. But as soon as everybody starts patting those fucking guys on the back, they lay a fucking egg. Give fucking Iowa State some credit, man.
I was about to say, let's talk about this for a second. Go back to Tyler's comment there. Shout out to Tyler Buckland. They're 3-2 ATS on the road in Big 12 play, and they very well could have been 4-1 if there was a half second on that clock in Waco.
Well, no. They're 3-2 ATS.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. So they beat TCU. They beat TCU. They beat Texas. They could be how many road games have they played?
5. If the half
could be 3-2 on the road. Yeah.
Yep.
Because it did go in. It was just a half second late.
Yeah.
Just a half second late. Yeah, Otzelberger's fucking doing it. They can score better than they can in previous years, and maybe they could be a real player in the NCAA tournament this year.
Yeah, they're older, and they got some guys that have been in Otzelberger's system now for a couple years. Lipsy, Jones, obviously the big fella, and then the fucking the foreign kid that fucking makes those shots. So the turnaround jump shots. He made the big one against Houston. Made a couple big ones tonight. They're fucking good. They're tough. They're good. It's a Sweet 16 team for sure with the right draw.
Yeah. I mean, huge win there in Austin. Great to see horns down going on. Now this one I did bet and I did hit and I felt pretty fucking good about it because Dayton destroyed St. Joe's. Let's go. St. Joe's bullshit out of here. Watched a little bit of this one. Did you bet this?
I did not. I stayed away. Should have. Oh, I would have bet St. Joe's. So I'm glad I stayed away.
Well, we had a quadruple lock of Wyoming plus 10.5. New Mexico's good. 18-point win in Laramie. I did not see that coming.
Yeah. Fuck, man.
And I'll be honest.
Favorites covered and the road dogs. God, fucking come on, home teams.
Circle of trust here. I didn't lock this one up on the show last night, but I would say you kind of talked me into this one. So when I was scrolling through the bets this morning, I did decide to bet Vanderbilt plus 10 when that shit went up to 10. They got housed by about 30.
Oh my God. Awful bet. I loved them too. I was like, yeah, fucking Kentucky doesn't play any defense. I guess technically they didn't play much defense. They just scored 110 tonight.
Didn't they extend Stackhouse last year?
No, he's gone.
I thought he got an extension last year though.
I think he did, but he's gone. They've already told him he's gone after the year.
Is that really?
Yeah, that leaked like 2 weeks ago.
But I hit on this Butler plus the points. UConn only wins by 9. I think I said it would be a 9 or 10 point game. Yeah. I think I said that. Yeah. Shout out to Butler getting that cover.
UConn was never going to cover this game. They never. It was. It never was in doubt. Like Butler was right there down 5 with like 2 minutes left. UConn fans don't like hearing that, but yeah, it was a good game.
Yeah, and then I did hit this one too. Colorado State, we rammed it. 75-62 as they dominate the Broncos of Boise State. Isaiah Stevens had a big game, like he always does. Degen Hart also representing the Degens went for 25. I kind of expected that. Your thoughts on this win, though? Colorado State, the Mountain West is great.
It is. It is. I mean, they might get 6 teams in.
They probably should, man, if we're being fucking honest.
They should if they would get their goddamn games off the same time, the same network. I mean, how do you put all the games on the Mountain West Network on the same day at the same time? I'm like, come on, guys. Spread the fucking shit out. Make people watch Boise versus Colorado State. Make people watch Nevada versus Utah State.
I agree. Huge win for the Rams there. And then this fucking game.
Alfred.
No. That's coming up. That, I don't know how we hit this because when I went to go record baseball, South Florida was down 12. They cover the 2.5 that they were laying. They win 72-69. They're 16-5 in first place now in the AAC. Abdul Rahim should we mention him to Ohio State? Good Lord. What a great year one already in Tampa. Your thoughts?
Yeah. Dude, they had no business win. They do this every game though.
Yeah. It's like the Rice game. It was like the Rice game all over again.
Right?
Yeah.
The Temple games, they come back, they play like shit the entire way, and then they just grind shit out. They might go dancing. He might be one and done.
Dude, they might get that's what I'm saying. Some school.
DePaul.
Florida State.
They should.
Yeah. He is a Florida State guy, right?
No.
I don't know.
No, I don't think he's a Florida State guy.
He was at Kennesaw. Where was he at before that?
I don't remember.
What was I going to say?
Yeah.
They were also playing with fire against Memphis. They were down 20 in that game.
Yes. They come back every game.
Nice win there. They're a fun team to watch, man.
He was a Georgia assistant. Sorry, in Texas.
Well,
State.
Snow White's fine there, but I don't know. He's definitely going to be one of the hotter names, I would think, in the coaching realm. Especially, this is why you watch if Ohio State was to pluck away somebody. Like if Ohio State plucks away a big name, maybe they then turn to him. I think this is the most shocking outcome of the night, in my opinion. Nevada 77, Utah State 63 in Logan. Iveta was at this game. Shout out to her. I cannot believe that this happened.
Halford.
I can't this is to me the by far Nevada Steve Halford pissed in my face. But this is to me this is really shocking. It's like seeing a fucking ghost or something. You know what I mean? Like this is shocking. I cannot believe that that's the outcome of the game. I felt really fucking good about that. I felt great about Colorado State and Utah State specifically. Even parlayed them and lost money. And Clark saying to watch the whole game. They were never in it. Yeah, I don't know. They just were asleep. I don't understand it. Your thoughts?
Yeah, they were asleep. All right. They got dominated. You got to give Nevada credit. They needed another resume win. In the non-con, they took care of business. They beat TCU in that tournament that they were in, and they kind of hit a wall a little bit, losing to Boise, San Diego State, and Wyoming. But all of a sudden, boom, they're right back in the thick of things with this win. They're good. I kind of like this Nevada team.
They are better. They are like one of the best Alfred teams, so at least since the New Mexico days. How did Michigan State lose?
Dude, this fucking game.
They're up 8 when I was watching this. What happened? Fuck happened here? It was a 7-8 point lead. Huge win. I mean, what are we talking about here with Minnesota? They're 15-7 here. Can we have this conversation
together, man? That was a bad fucking loss tonight. No, look how happy he is.
YouTube.com/thecollegeexperience.
Lou Holtz over there. He can't even talk. He's like,
I'm trying to find what I want to talk about real quick.
Yes, and by the way, the Mountain West app is free to download. You can watch all the Mountain West games to see the chat talking about them. Hey, can we talk about Minnesota? Is there any way they could end up in the NCAA tournament?
Yeah, there is a way.
So I'm saying, like right
Mac
now,
doesn't want to talk about any of these mediocre teams playing in. It just takes away a Big 12 spot.
No,
if they go into Iowa City on Sunday and win, they'll be what? They'll be 16 wins, 16-7.
Colby, they lost by 20 to San Fran. They lost to Ohio State, and they lost to Missouri. They're out.
I'm just saying, what's that number? What's that number of wins they have to get in this thing?
Nah, there's no number.
Win out
with a loss to Missouri and San Francisco. They don't get a magic number of wins. You got to have a good resume. You need quality.
Wait a second.
Wins
you tell me if they're going into the Big Ten tournament.
You need the quality wins over quantity.
Let's say they go 7-2 with the final 9 games.
Colby,
so they'll be 21-9 going into the Big Ten tournament. You tell me if they get to 24 wins, they're not going to get in. 23 wins.
Colby, I would love for another Big Ten team to jump in here, but I'm going to give you a number that you're just going to puke when you hear it, and you're not going to back this team anymore. 362nd ranked non-con strength of schedule.
Yeah, remember how bad it was? They kept beating up on all this
I know
shit.
that. I'm not a Minnesota fan. I'm just saying, though, they still play in the Big Ten.
I don't fight for those teams. You have the choice to schedule.
I'm not fighting for them, but I'm saying, do you know who's running things in college athletics right now? It's the SEC and the Big Ten. And in my opinion, if a team goes 23-7 or 23-8, they're going to get into the NCAA tournament if they're in those two conferences.
We're only projecting one loss for Minnesota the way out.
Two. I said two regular season. There's 9 games left.
They still got to go to Purdue. They go
to Purdue. They go to Illinois, and they go to Northwestern. Northwestern just beat them.
They can win at Northwestern, though. Come on.
Northwestern's lit. Like don't overlook Northwestern's home court.
Look, I know it's unlikely. I know it's unlikely, but I'm just saying, Chicago State won at Northwestern, dude.
They just killed themselves when you lose to.
That was during like Thanksgiving break. When did Northwestern lose?
Buddy, Chicago State won at Northwestern.
Yeah, it was Christmas break.
Let's not act like it's some fucking gauntlet to go into fucking Evanston with those pussies all doing flying squirrels. All right, get the hell out of here.
I think that's really lost this year there.
True, but I'm just saying, I'm not ever intimidated.
They've been lit lately. I kind of agree with Noah. They've been rocking and rolling.
Their only home loss this season is Chicago fucking State. They've beaten Dayton. They've beaten Purdue there. They've beaten Michigan State there. They've beaten Illinois there. Like what the fuck?
But dude, look, and I would take Northwestern to beat Minnesota. But my point is that you can't give me this isn't fucking Cameron Indoor Stadium or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like it's Northwestern, all right?
Dude. You know who's coaching? It's Chris Collins. He built it to be kind of like Cameron Indoor.
Pussies there.
Nothing is like
he designed it to kind of be like Cameron Indoor.
Everyone at Northwestern, in my opinion, non-athletically.
In all seriousness, it's a good year if they get to the NIT.
Yeah.
That's a good year for Ben Johnson to get to the NIT. Coming from where they were at.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean, sure. It's
look,
a step
Rob's
forward.
talking about it right now. Look, if Minnesota finishes 20-12,
yeah,
they're
going to
go to the Big Ten tournament. You might get a little. I'm telling you, you're going to see the Big Ten and the
he's
SECs.
mentioning this year's Texas A&M because Texas A&M was left out with the shit non-con a couple of years ago.
Yeah, but that was a couple of years ago. Watch out! I'm telling you, the fucking SEC.
We've already seen this.
I better not get in at 20-12 or I'll lose my shit.
362nd non-con is not gonna get them in.
You need to start thinking about how it's no longer a level playing field of 6 Power 5s. It's 2. And this shit's gonna fuck it up. I'm telling you.
I feel like Colby's rooting for our world to get fucked up, so then he can say, "I told you so," and we fucked this up.
No, I just think I look at it realistically, where you're sitting over there saying, "I don't give a fuck about Minnesota basketball. What the fuck you? I give a shit."
That.
Yeah,
I've been all over this team this year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just bringing it up that they're gonna have all the power. Greg Sankey's gonna have this thing. I actually think he's gonna successfully have this 96 team tournament. Unfortunately, right? I think it's inevitable. But yeah. Anyway,
so the reason why I actually popped in here was, did you guys see Cam Christie out there today? Brother of former Michigan State Spartan Max Christie, who got just kind of overlooked by Izzo recruiting wise. Just outstanding. 19 points, 6 rebounds, and he had an assist. He showed up today.
Somewhere Doug's happy.
I loved it.
What's Michigan State? What's Sparty's fucking schedule? Noah's way too happy. Sparty's better roll off 4 in a row. Illinois at home. That's a win.
Yeah. Denny dumb shit. Thank you. You know what I'm talking about here. This is fucking, come on. We just saw Florida State get left out for an undefeated season. All right.
Sparty's going to win 5 in a row. Then they'll lose at Purdue.
I can see that. Texas Tech, Baylor was a good one. We covered by a hook. Big win for Baylor. What'd you make of this one?
Typical Big 12 game, just fucking back and forth. Baylor probably should have covered. They went up like 14 with 4 minutes left. Texas Tech was able to get back through the back door and push us. But Texas Tech stumbling recently. They've lost, what, 3 in a row now?
I think 3 in a row, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's tough though. Those 3 environments are tough, but
it's Big 12, man. If you lose one home game, all of a sudden you've lost 3 or 4 in a row because
you went from first. You went from first. You fell down that shit very fast. Yeah.
Yeah.
I lost $100 on San Jose State. This was a tie game, and then like Fresno State just went like a 12-0 run to close the fucking game. Fresno's playing better. I'll give them some credit. A team that I saw early in the year that I thought was complete ass was Fresno. They're playing better, and San Jose's lost 6 straight. What the hell's happening there? But I did load up on San Diego State -10. This was a picks page lock this morning.
I took Air Force,
dude. They almost backdoored this fucking thing, dude.
I know.
They almost backdoored this fucking thing, but I'll play my music.
They didn't even have their whole team.
Yeah, and then St. Mary's took down Pacific by 41 fucking points.
Is that all it was? It felt like 91.
Oh my God. All right, let's get done with it. Game balls. To me, I'm just going to start off the biggest win of the fucking day. To me, Nevada. Did not see that coming. Game ball, Nevada, Steve Alford. Here's your opportunity to say, Pick Dundee, you're a fucking jackass. All right. And I'm fucking a millionaire and you're a piece of shit doing your fucking podcast from your fucking house. You gap tooth, sunburn having piece of absolute shit. Couldn't pick a winner to pick your ass. You know what I mean? You just fucking terrible. You smell like New Jersey, right? You just whatever it may be. All right. Steve Alford can say it all. Anyway, who's your game ball?
You want another coach that you bash or we bash? Is Brad Brownell and the Clemson Tigers? He said, "Fuck you." Although we did pick them tonight, but
yeah,
we'll see. We'll see how they fuck up this at-large bid down the stretch. But yeah, Clemson gets a game ball. They won at Carolina. Now we'll see if this is more about North Carolina, but you still got to give Clemson some fucking credit. Great fucking win. It went 60 all time.
Shout out to Rob Donaldson. Yes, and great win. And look, White Tiger did watch that game. That was the one game White Tiger watched with me was Carolina Clemson, and you can bet the Tigers rejoiced. Second game ball, South Carolina. They get a game ball every night just because I did not. I had them as a surprise team in the SEC, but I know we should clip that and can we? I want to tweet out arrogance, being like, I told you they're going to be the best team in the SEC, even though I never said that, but. I said they'd be a surprise team, fringe NCAA tournament team. Right now, they're gonna get a fucking 2 seed. They keep playing this fucking good. Yeah, who's your second game ball?
Yeah, we're talking about Steve. You were high on just a second ago, 10 minutes ago. Minnesota, they fucking have a better Big Ten record than Sparty. What the fuck world am I living in? I couldn't believe that Sparty lost that game tonight. Yeah, Minnesota game ball again. 19-3 ATS. If you've been betting on them all year. Oh, you're gonna be buying season tickets to the bar next year.
Yeah. Simon says, Colby, I never understood the whole Jersey smells thing. I'm from Jersey and shit does not smell. I don't know. It's just like I don't know that I've ever experienced it either, but it's like a thing. People say that. That's what I'm saying. So I don't know. My apologies. Does this mean that Patino bobblehead's off? Anyway, it's okay. All right. Anyway, where are we at now? The final game ball. Iowa State. You win in Austin. You beat Texas. Anyone beats Texas, game ball. All right, let's go. They spend more money than every other institution, and anytime you beat them, you get a great chance to say, "Hey, fuck you," and I enjoy that. So Iowa State. Third and final game ball. Mac, where are you going?
We'll go Toby Keith, man. Passed away today, so Oklahoma gets my game ball. I'm a big Toby Keith fan, so Boomer Sooner, great win over BYU.
Yeah. There you go, man. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. I mean, let's talk about this on the baseball show, and I honestly couldn't name a song to save my fucking life, but I did get shit hammered at one of his bars. And that I can appreciate. So, and I hear he's a fucking good guy. So, rest in peace.
Should have been a Cowboy. It's my favorite. That's a good song.
Condolences to the family and friends. But all right, we got life goes on. We got to pick games, man. We got a big ass slate tomorrow, folks. Yep. But before we do that, I want to tell you that the college basketball experience is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Looking for a super offer for Super Bowl 58? Well, DraftKings Sportsbook has you covered. New customers can bet on the big game and turn $5 into 200 instantly in bonus bets. So what are you doing, folks? Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use that promo code SGP. New customers can bet $5, get 200 instantly in bonus bets only on DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the Super Bowl. With the promo code SGP, the crown is yours. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER, or in West Virginia, visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 877-78-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. In Connecticut, help's available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino Resort in Kansas, 21 age plus, varies by jurisdiction, void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. See dkng.com/football for eligibility and deposit restriction terms and responsible gaming resources. We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy has a way to play alongside your favorite fantasy players all season long. They got NFL, they got NBA, they got NHL, they got college football, and you better believe they got college hoops. We're playing it every fucking night. Noah's writing articles left and right about who you should be playing. And yeah, maybe one day you want to drive a LeBaron like Bieniek. You jump on over to Underdog Fantasy. All you got to do is simply pick higher or lower in your favorite player's fantasy stats and cash in. You can win 100 times the amount of money you enter with some of their spicy plays. So what are you doing? Watch along, make picks, and make some extra cash on Underdog Fantasy. Just go to underdogfantasy.com or enjoy their mobile app. And when you do sign up with the promo code TCE SGPN. Underdog will double your first deposit up to $100. That's Underdog Fantasy promo code TCE SGPN. And when you sign up, make sure you take a photo. Show us that photo. Show me that photo at the Colby D or at TCE on SGPN, and we will send you a college basketball experience t-shirt. Noah, what are we looking at for tomorrow, man?
All right. So I'm going to label this like one of my top 5 picks I've ever given out this season so far. Ooh. So when you give it that label, it's probably going to fall flat on its face. I can see the reason why this is so short, because Underdog Fantasies never really dipped their toes in this far and this deep into the waters of college basketball. Ooh. Southern Illinois at Drake. Let me take you to Xavier Johnson of Southern Illinois. One of we don't talk about or hit on or handicap players in the mid-major ranks all too often. Let me just tell you that Xavier Johnson is one of the best guards, mid-major guards in the country. Higher than 22.5 points and assists, no rebounds. It's 20-3 on the season, and he's averaging 27.3 points and assists a game. So I just think the numbers a little bit off. They have not really offered many Southern Illinois games before. I was pleasantly surprised when I saw it, and I'm like, yeah, I am all over that one. So Xavier Johnson of Southern Illinois, higher than 22.5 points and assists.
Boom. Get on over there. Underdog Fantasy. Use that promo code TCE SGPN, folks. All right. Here we are talking college hoops. Wednesday, February 7th. The slate is fantastic. Still no day games because everyone's fucking stupid. St. Louis heads to LaSalle. Fran Dunphy and the Explorers are laying 3.5. They're 2-8 in their last 10, but guess what? St. Louis is 1-9 in their last 10. Something's got to give. St. Louis is 0-7 on the road.
Oh God, don't fall for it.
No, I actually think you could talk me into locking up LaSalle minus 3.5.
But all these teams are getting their first road win this week. I'm with you. Like the Sal makes sense, but I'm staying away. I'm not gonna fall for this one. This feels like a LaSalle 2-point win.
Gosh, check the picks page. I might bet this. I might fucking bet this, man.
It's tempting.
I'm telling you, I might bet this. Charleston Southern's getting 9.5 at Winthrop. I'll take the points in Southern. The Buccaneers. What are you doing here?
I'm going to be on Winthrop. I think, like I said, I think Winthrop's pretty good. But I'm not going to bet this one either.
Stetson's laying 4.5 at Bellarmine. This is why is this line so short, man?
All the Bellarmine lines are short because Bellarmine's the best team in the country.
Oh boy, this stinks so much. Give me Bellarmine money line, no bet.
Yeah, but Bellarmine's actually played well lately too. If you look at it, Bellarmine came through for us outright last week. Then they beat Kennesaw in overtime. Then almost beat Queens. Kind of feels like it's Stetson's spot. I mean, Bellarmine.
Stetson, what are you talking about? It feels like it. No, it doesn't, because Stetson's in second place. Stetson has been playing good ball lately, man.
But can Bellarmine make it 3 out of 4? I feel like they got to cool off a little bit. They're too hot right now.
Why is it so short? But I thought it'd be more like 6 or 7.
I want Stetson. Sorry, Bellarmine. I love you guys.
Give me Bellarmine. No bet. This one I can be talked into because I kind of think I haven't had a chance to place any wagers yet. So I'm kind of thinking I might bet on the Hoyas getting 12.5 in Newark. Double lock here. You can talk me in this one.
I'll give you a nudge because if you look at it, Georgetown's been fucking dog shit at home, but on the road, they were right there in the Ed Cooley Bowl at Providence. They almost won at Xavier. They were in the game at UConn and what was it, at Butler as well. I love Georgetown here. Let's lock it up, man.
Let's go.
You're coming off the worst loss in program history.
Let's go. 12.5?
Yeah. Here's them on the money line.
Let's go. Yeah, I'm with you.
Xavier shorthanded too.
Seton Hall, you mean? Seton Hall. Game of the night.
What'd I say?
Said Xavier.
Well, Xavier is shorthanded, but yes, Seton Hall too. Yes, Seton Hall is shorthanded. Xavier's definitely shorthanded. Sorry, all these private schools.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those Catholics, you know what I mean?
They should have won.
These
at
fucking
Xavier.
Catholics.
Yeah.
They keep moving around these fucking priests. Anyway, High Point, UNC Asheville. This game is awesome. This is game of the night. And High Point, I am convinced that High Point is the greatest team of all time. Like, they've won how many? They won like 13, 12, something.
12.
I got to watch every second of this game. No one fuck with me tomorrow. Wait, it's at 3:32. Yeah, I'll get this done before the ACC football pod. I mean,
we got to take Asheville.
Give me High Point. Give me High Point.
You think they're going to run the table in this league?
Someone's going to get them, but I feel like High Point's not as good as a year ago, man. You know who's going to get them? It's the next game, Gardner-Webb. It's at Gardner-Webb the next game. Give me High Point to win in Asheville.
I do think Gardner-Webb could get him. But
Gardner-Webb's the one.
I like Asheville too. I'm gonna lock Asheville. I think they're both gonna get High Point. High Point's going 0-2 this week. Everybody's talking High Point. Let's go Asheville.
Moneyline Mac, locking up. Them Bulldogs. Love Asheville. Lost my wallet in Asheville. Still waiting for them to return that thing. Still waiting for them. Anyone out there? No lock for me. No lock for me. Wofford is catching 2.5 at East Tennessee State there in Johnson City.
Love Johnson City.
It's a fun game. I love the fucking SoCon. I'll watch every SoCon game. Give me ETSU to get it done. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I keep talking about it. I think ETSU is better than the record. Wofford's been playing well, but I'm going to be on ETSU here. I'm with you.
Valpo's catching 21.5 points in Terry Holt against Indiana State. I need a Red Ryder BB gun just to blow my fucking brains out to see this Crusaders team grab a fucking win. I mean, I guess they're slightly improved this year, but they're still terrible. I'm taking the points though. It's too many. It's too many. What are you doing here?
taking the points as well. Yeah, I'm gonna take the points, and the chat's talking me into it. I'm going back one game. I'm locking ETSU. They lost at the buzzer to Wofford right at the end. Revenge game. This is a rivalry. They're getting it back. ETSU Buccaneers lost.
All right, I need some wagers. I got the itch. I got the itch. Let's go. Not that Ron Mexico itch. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I love ETSU. It's my team.
Now the locks come. They come right now. All right, because the system is here. The system is here. Colgate -7.5 at Boston. Easy money. Just giving you a plate of money. It's a plate of money. This is why I suck tonight. There was no system plays. There were no system plays. Greg saying Colby will pretend he's watching the game, but those with kids know he won't be. Just lock Mac and fade Dundee. And WT. What's WT? What's
Cocktail
WT?
napkin? No, who's WT? White Tiger. White Tiger.
Oh. White Tiger knows a thing or two. He was on Clemson tonight.
Colby's still getting used to those initials.
Yeah, my bad.
You need to make sure White Tiger watches fucking Bellarmine tomorrow. Show him the fundamentals of the game of basketball.
Well, I think he's going to be watching Colgate personally. White Tiger needs some lessons on brushing his teeth.
Yeah.
Even though he doesn't have any yet. Dude, how's Noah not here on this one?
He's never here on the obvious ones.
This is so fucking easy.
I'm with you, man. I'm get back to the roots. Colgate, toothpaste, lock it up.
The system prevails.
Yep.
The system's gonna make it. I mean, Bieniek's killing me here. It's killing me.
He's saving his Central Michigan lock.
All right, you guys want to get rich tomorrow?
What we got?
Do you want to get rich tomorrow?
Long Island's not playing.
Make sure you call 1-800-PICK-DUNDEE. I got a 5-star blue plate special for you. And it's Dave Paulson and the Holy Cross Crusaders. Plus 425 on the money line. Give me that 9.5. I'm not buying in this Lafayette Leopard bullshit. Give me the 9.5 in the Crusaders. Sprinkle a little bit on the money line. All right? 1-800-PICK-DUNDEE. All your dreams can come true. You could be in fucking Tahiti if you listen to me. What are you doing here?
Weren't you just talking up Lafayette last week as the greatest team that you've ever seen since?
Didn't we just bury ourselves in a hole on Monday, the first day of the week?
Dude, you jump in on the Crusaders. I'm telling you, Paulson's got this team playing better. And you're not paying attention to this 2-game winning streak they're on.
Great time to fade them. Give me Lafayette. I'm not going to bet it, though. I don't want to lay this many points.
You are going to lose money.
I just said I'm not betting it. Money. So best of luck to you. I think you're stepping into one here. Why this line so high?
Because Holy Cross is Holy Cross. Sprinkle that money line. Thank me later, folks. UMass is catching 4.5 at St. Bonaventure. I'm on the Bonnies -4.5. What are you doing here?
I like UMass. I think this is just a rock fight, fucking right down to the wire. Give me UMass fringe lock. This is gonna be a great game. Can't wait to watch it. Let's go, Frank.
You want some stink? There's some stink in Fairfax, Virginia tomorrow because Loyola's getting 4.5 in Fairfax.
I got this bet.
We got to bet Mason, right?
Yeah. And Mason, you look at what they just came off of. They're coming off a tough road trip. They lost at the buzzer to St. Joe's by 2, and then obviously lost at the buzzer to UMass. Back at home where they're a different team. Loyola Chicago long trip. Mason, lock it. Get up.
George Mason, minus the points. Start your football program, you fucking losers. I love you, George Mason, but you're fucking this all up for America, for the great institution, and for George Mason's spirit. All right. Gardner Webb's laying 4.5 at Presbyterian. Why are we not betting on Gardner Webb? This line stinks a little bit, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, you talked about the look ahead. That was the only It's kind of a hesitation for me.
They've won 6 straight.
I know.
Gardner-Webb has
been our team. You know what? Fuck it. I say we fucking bet them again.
Yeah.
They're playing for first place on Saturday against High Point.
They're running Bulldogs. Let's go. Lay the 4.5 with the running Bulldogs at the Blue Hose. Oh, and it finally comes to this. Eat shit Pitt is heading to the Pussy Pack.
I have a lock here. I want both these two to suffer so much watching this game. Give me the over. It's going. It's like 100. Both teams.
Pussy fucking.
Pitt's not going to miss from 3. NC State's just going to keep laying balls up because Pitt doesn't play any defense. This thing's like 96-94. It's like one of the best games ever. Over. Lock it up. Both these two are going to hate it.
I mean, this guy's doing totals.
He's a total guy back there with his napkin. He's trolling back there.
And I will tell him, fuck CTE. Oscar's right. That shit's misleading as fuck if you really do a deep dive on that shit. That's all I'm saying. All right. And I could take it even deeper. If you have me a few more cocktails, we could talk about, I don't know. Let's, NC State is going to lose this game. It's NC State.
It's fucking Pitt we're talking about. Give me fucking NC State. Fuck
the Pussy Pack does not
shit Pitt
do anything right. I mean, look, they're 15. The phoniest 15-7 team in the country. Pitt won by 8 last time they played, and that's all the difference. Give me the Panthers against that shit Pussy Pack.
I mean, listen to these two. They're arguing about which rival's worse.
They're both terrible, but Pitt's worse.
Pitt beat them last year. Pitt will beat them again this year. You play it at this lit environment. Pussy Pack, they always collapse in big moments, games they should win. They're favored. They should win this one. This is why. Eat shit Pitt wins.
Let's go Pussy Pack. Come on, Pussy Pack. Come on. Knock out Pitt once and for all from Noah's fake bubble.
Over 142.5. That's a lock.
It's actually probably good over because both these teams don't play anything.
So somebody just place these two on a couch in front of the TV and make them watch the game. This would be awesome.
That's the future.
Teams are.
Oscar did his research paper on CTE. Please send me that, man, if you can. I'll gladly read that. It is a lot of bullshit out there, man. Honestly, deep dive on that shit. In my opinion, your mind will be changed. It's kind of, there's a lot of question marks. I'll put it like that. And then you could dive deeper. Like they're like, oh, Junior Seau had CTE from football. Well, it's not. Forget he drove off a fucking cliff. Could you get CTE from driving off a fucking cliff? Certainly possible, I would imagine. Anyway, everyone wants to forget about him driving off a fucking cliff. They're saying no, the CTE caused him to drive off the cliff. Like no one's had suicidal thoughts without CTE before, but it's okay. It's okay. I understand. We'll talk later. Wisconsin's laying 5.5 at Michigan. Noah, why does this line stink? And why?
Ooh, yeah, baby.
Should we put all of our money on Wisconsin?
I think.
Welcome back, Doug McDaniel.
I honestly, I think we should take Michigan. I think Sunday was kind of a dream crusher for Wisconsin. In terms of winning the Big Ten, the home team has dominated this game recently. So I like Michigan here. I think this is the one Michigan pops up for. They want to beat Wisconsin. Michigan's a fringe lock for me.
What's the line?
5.5. They're telling you this is Michigan's spot, man.
Michigan's going to be,
dude. I can't fucking do it.
Michigan's going to be leading by 5 at half, and they'll lose the game outright by 12.
Nah, give me Michigan. Lock it up. Wisconsin wins by 3. Michigan's going to hang in the net.
I'll take Michigan, but no bet. I can't bet on this fucking team, dude. They suck. But maybe you're right. All right, maybe you're right.
This is the one.
Loyola Maryland is catching 10.5 at AU. This one here. I mean, Folks, you want to call 1-800-PICK-DUNDEE. We got a big fish out there. I can tell you right now. We got a big time catch. Plus 500. How does that sound? Huh? Plus 500. You put down 100 smackaroos. You make 500. Wife's loving you more. Kids are loving you more. You're taking them out to the Golden Corral. You're getting all the good shit. All right. This is a smash spot. Loyola. I'm taking it. It's a rivalry game.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
10.5. Lock it up. Wow. Lock it up. Greyhounds. And I haven't had a Greyhound in a while. I love to drink a good Greyhound. Double lock. Let's go. I still don't see Bieniek in here. I thought Bieniek would be here.
I couldn't believe you didn't join Michigan with me.
Yeah. Shout out to Oscar. He's dropping knowledge in here. We gotta send me that shit. We could do it. It is a lot of bullshit, man. Cleveland State's catching 3.5 at IPFW. It's a good game.
Yeah.
Give me IPFW minus 3.5. What are you doing here?
Yeah, IPFW's kind of turned a corner here. I'll take not an airport. I'll take Fort Wayne. The airport's FIU.
Yeah, this is the second airport. This is your layover. Yeah.
I think the wrong team's favored in this one. I'm going to bet the Vikings. Purdue Fort Wayne is coming off a big win against Youngstown State. Cleveland State just lost to Oakland. I think it's a nice spot for both teams. It's a get up, let down spot. Cocktail Napkins got Cleveland State -1. Wrong team favored. Lock it up.
There you go. Noah Bieniek locking it up. I mean, come on. The Chris Benoit thing. Come on. Come on. It's lazy. It's lazy.
Yeah, everybody just blames everything on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's lazy. Fucking Dick Buckets just died 85 years old. His hardest hitting fucking linebacker of all time. Died peacefully in his sleep in Malibu, California. No one talks about that fucking story, does he? Huh? Do they? Trust me. I would encourage you to dive into it more because to me, the more intel you get, the more questionable it is. I actually think there's also the more it looks like there could be a potential connection to opioids. I think opioids might be the difference in that, but we will learn more in the coming years. But a lot of it is bullshit, in my opinion. Furman is laying 3.5 at Mercer. This game is fantastic, huh? SoCon basketball is always fun, even though Mercer's 10-13 and struggling. Why is this line so short?
Well, Furman's lost 2 out of 3. Furman's all of a sudden struggling a little bit. I'm not wavering. I'm taking the blue blood in this league. Bob Ritchie and company. Give me Furman. Lock it up.
I actually think you're right because I watched that game the other night. The bounce back spot. Lock it up. Lock it up.
Yeah, I mean, both the Furman's losses were to Wofford and UNCG. Those are two of the top half teams in this conference. Mercer, on the other hand, just put up 90 on VMI. Everybody's been doing that, but I feel like Mercer's a team that's going to just fall flat after putting up a 90-point scoring game. So, yeah, I'm going to triple lock this with you guys.
Hey,
let's go. Let's go. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, look, we're having that, like that Will Smith movie, that doctor they did that movie on, his shit is garbage. Like, dive into that fucking story. YouTube.com/thecollegeexperience. Dive into that story. That is a bullshit story, in my opinion. The Citadel is catching 11.5 at Western Carolina. Western Carolina's it's too many points.
Catamounts have come back down, haven't they? They're 5-5 in league play all of a sudden.
Be the Citadel. It's too much.
I think I tend to agree with you. I'm disappointed in Western Carolina recently. I'll take the points.
And Jeff, here's my logic on this. Jeff. Wisconsin, why is that line so short then? Why is the line so short? Wisconsin's always a hard team. They're like Virginia to me in like the Big Ten. They're
Wisconsin against Purdue.
No, yeah, but I'm just saying.
Yeah,
They're a team that. Well, first off, the spread is telling you everything. I don't even think it's Wisconsin. I think the spread is telling you.
Yeah.
Why? It just doesn't make sense to me.
Michigan and Wisconsin's a fucking rivalry. That they don't like each other. This game always comes down to the wire.
Not a rivalry, but they
don't like each other.
Yeah, they definitely don't like each other.
No, it's more like just as of recent, it's boiled over, but this isn't a rivalry.
And Wisconsin doesn't.
There's a feud between Howard and Krabenhoff, but other than that, they seem to have squashed the beef or whatever.
Well, because Dickinson's at Kansas.
Shout out to Greg. It was nice
Howard
lock on George
dude.
Washington.
This was the game.
Oh yeah, this is Juwan Howard's game. Yeah, dust up game. Come on, take the point.
Well, you didn't even know that he fucking slapped him.
That's what I was thinking about. That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, he's just going.
I just got no.
That's plain wrong.
Do you remember the game at Michigan last year where Dickinson fucking hit the shot falling on?
Yeah, that's not because it was a rivalry game, and we lost that game in overtime.
Huh?
We lost that game in overtime.
It's not a rivalry game, but
game in overtime.
Pretty sure we lost. I could be wrong, but I thought we lost.
The home team is dominated recently.
We did win in overtime. It felt like a loss. I don't know.
I had Wisconsin +5.5. I know you won the game.
All right, stop talking about that fucking game. Bucknell is at Navy. Navy's
You're the one that brought it up.
I know, but I'm saying then we just sit there and held our dicks in the fucking air for a little bit, and no one wants to see our fucking dicks. All right. Bucknell's catching 1.5 at Navy.
Navy.
I'm on Navy too, but I can't bet Navy, man. They've lost 4 straight. Should we bet them? Why are they favored? Yeah, we should. We should bet them.
Yes,
we should bet them.
They just played 2 weeks ago. Navy lost a close one. Navy revenge angle. Let's go.
C5 hit. You sank my battleship. Boom. Midshipman -1.5 against these Bucknell Bison. Villanova's catching 3.5 at Xavier. Give me Villanova +3.5.
Money line. Lock it.
Yes.
They're going to start playing better. I'm convinced. Xavier's hurt, by the way, everybody.
Alabama's at Auburn. Iron Bowl on the hardwood there. Auburn's laying 4.5. Bet this with all your money.
No.
Bet this with every penny you have in your account. Honestly, pull off the fucking couch cushions. Search for that cash. Call up your uncle you haven't seen in 27 years. See if he's good for sending you a C note. Cash in those Bed Bath & Beyond gift cards that have been sitting by your bedside for a couple years. Load up on Auburn -4.5. Welcome to the jungle. What are you doing here, Mac?
I'm going to join you. And Alabama's won 3 in a row here. Auburn's ready to fucking smash their ass. Auburn, double digits, maybe by 20. Let's go.
Spinal.
Jungle.
Noah?
Yeah, this home court's worth at least 4.5 points, 5 points. You give me the home team, 100%.
Friends through eternity, loyalty, honesty will stay together through thick or thin.
I'll have you know that, of course, White Tiger is on Auburn. Told me before I went up here. That was the play of the day for White Tiger.
Yeah,
he was
I
on
want to watch the
Clemson.
Tigers.
He was on Clemson tonight. He's on Auburn tomorrow. White Tigers college fun is looking good.
Sounds
with only
like he's
Tiger
going to be
bets.
a big Detroit Tigers fan.
No,
don't put him through. Don't put him through that. Don't put him through that. No.
Alan Trammell's not walking through that door, man. Marshall's catching 8.5 at Troy. Marshall on the road is always just a completely different team than they are at home. However, I do think it's a little bit too many points. Troy's 12-1 at home though.
I know. We should take Marshall though.
Yeah, I'm still taking Marshall. Yeah. What do you?
This has been like the week of all the road teams figuring some things out. I think Troy wins a close home game. Give me Marshall.
Yeah. Davidson is catching 5.5 at Duquesne. Tempted to take Davidson here.
We should bet Davidson. Duquesne's red hot. Davidson, they always Davidson's a pesky in everybody's ass. I mean, they're always just right there. And if I think they lose a game, I think they're going to lose a game by 2 or 3. I think they're going to be right in this game, 2-6 in league play, and they're so much better than that. You look at their losses: 5 to VCU, overtime to Richmond, overtime to GW.
All right, let's go.
Every game's close. Give me Davidson. Lock it up.
Double lock. Davidson plus 5.5. It is dollar beer night at Duquesne, though, huh?
Yeah. No question. He used that as a.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know.
I don't think so.
Andrew B says, "Nah, you all fucking nerds. You do nothing but talk about something. Just give me something to talk about." You're in the chat, you fucking loser. All right, what are you doing? You're in the chat. You don't have to be here. All right. I don't know.
I think there's beef going on in the chat between a couple of guys.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I take that back, Andrew B. You're a solid American if you're here on your own will. Next up, Army is catching 7.5 at Lehigh.
Money line.
I'll take the 7.5. No money line.
You're hating on the Black Knights. Army and Navy are both winning tomorrow. Army, they've lost 3 in a row, but they're going back on the road. Last time I called them on the money line, they beat BU. Lehigh's a little overinflated. I'm locking up the Black Knights, baby. Let's go.
You love locking up Army. you lock up Army more than anybody. Army basketball?
Triple up. Back, baby.
You know what? The 7.5 is a lot. I'll join you. Let's go. I don't like the money line, but the points I can see hitting. These Patriot League dogs are going to be a little feisty tomorrow.
Army's playing better.
Upstate is South Carolina. Upstate's heading to Longwood. Longwood's laid 8.5.
Longwood is collapsed.
I'm going to lay the 8.5 with Longwood here. What are you doing here?
You realize Longwood at one time was 12-1. Now they're 14-10. You said you laid it with Longwood?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll lay some Longwood with you. Why not? I mean, we were talking about swinging our dicks in the air. Now we're laying Longwood. Let's go.
Noah, can you find me the line on UTSA Wichita? I'm drawing a blank on that right now.
Wichita's laying 9. Boy, they've come a long way in 2 weeks.
Give me the Roadrunners, though. They're playing better. Their defense sucks, but they can score. Give me the 9 on UTSA.
Laying 9. That's a lot of points.
I might bet that, man. I don't know, but Louisville's catching 8.5 at Syracuse. Give me Syracuse minus 8.5. Do not bet this. What are you doing here?
Dude, Louisville's actually playing pretty good basketball lately. I kind of like Louisville, but I'm not going to bet Louisville back to back.
No,
I
no
locked
bet.
them against Florida State. That was enough for me to go through. I won't do that again.
LSU is getting 13.5 at Tennessee. Tennessee off the South Carolina loss. I will lay it, but no, I kind of think LSU can stay in this. It's a tricky one.
Tennessee's.
I'm laying it.
Who's who the Vols got on deck? Because they're off Kentucky. They got A&M.
Oh, you're right. They had the Kentucky game in between there. Yeah, give me LSU in the points.
I'm gonna go LSU, but I'm not betting this game. I'm not fucking going against Rocky Top in that building if I'm gonna bet.
I got a lock here. Tops. My tops.
Like
getting 9.5 in Ruston.
Oh, this is a fucking lock. I'm with you. Get the fuck out of here.
Sprinkle the money line. Plus 380. It's 9.5. Terry Bradshaw playing for them? What the hell's happening here? I mean, why is that line so massive?
Well, I mean, Louisiana Tech's been fucking rolling, and they're at home in Ruston. Winners of 6 in a row. That ends tomorrow. Let's go. And You know, they're talking about a little Toby Keith parlay here. Army and Navy are nice starters here.
I mean, I don't know. I just
blue.
Even when you look at Western Kentucky's losses in conference, it's like a 4-point loss to Sam Houston, a 2-point loss to New Mexico State, 2-point loss to Sam Houston. They got swept by Sam Houston, but I mean, the rest they've won. Yeah, this is off. Give me the 9.5.
And Louisiana Tech is off a 40-point win. They're not going to play that well again.
Yeah.
This Western Kentucky's live in this game. I'm with you, man. Let's go.
Coastal Carolina is getting 5.5 at ULM. This game is complete ass. Give me ULM minus 5.5. I do not like this one. What are you doing here?
I don't know anybody that likes this one. Give me Monroe. I'm not betting this.
This game's kind of sneaky good. Noah was talking about this earlier. Southern Illinois is at Drake. Southern Illinois catch a 10.5 at Drake. Problem is Drake's so good at home. I'm going to take the Salukis plus the 10.5. No bet. What are you doing here?
Drake's off the loss. Drake is way better. I'm locking Drake. They are baiting everybody to take Southern Illinois, including the underdog props.
I'm staying away. Moneyline Mac locking up the Drake Bulldogs minus 10.5. All right, folks, I want to tell you that the college basketball experience is brought to you by Super Bowl 58 props contest from SGPN. Yes, $1,000. We're just giving you $1,000. Free to enter. Pick 58 props for Super Bowl 58. Enter today, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/SB58. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/SB58. Or you can get it in the SGPN app, which is free to download in the App Store and Google Play Store. So check it out. And remember, as always, to let it ride. We're also brought to you by Cut. Cut is a peer-to-peer social betting platform that's US-based and available in 40 different states. P2P social betting is a new and better way to bet. Bet directly against your friends or other users on sports, politics, pop culture, and other events with verifiable outcomes. Plus, I got a ton of fun social features that kind of give it a feel of a social betting network, so to speak. And Cut offers lower vig and fully customizable odds. You can create your own bets, all that good stuff, and they handle the payment side of things, so you don't got to, you don't got to do a hit and run. You know what I mean? So look, head to cut.com. That's KUTT.com. Use that promo code SGPN for a 10% deposit bonus today. We're also brought to you by Game Time. Look, buying tickets to your favorite event shouldn't be that stressful. Game Time's the fast and easy way to buy tickets for all sports, music, comedy, and theater that is near you. With killer deals on last minute tickets and their best price guarantee, you can stop stressing over the tickets and start getting hyped for the fun you'll be having at that very event. And forget planning months in advance. That's never done shit for anybody. Game Time has deals on tickets right up to the day of the event. All right, download the Game Time app, create an account, use that redeeming code CFBX for $20 off your first purchase. Once again, terms apply. CFBX for $20 off after you create that account. Download the Game Time app today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. All right, we're back talking college basketball. We just had a fucking loser night, but this night is fire. All right, Streets of Fire, like that old movie in the fucking 80s. Georgia Southern is getting 4.5 at South Alabama.
Fun Belt.
I mean, Southern's been playing better lately, man.
Oh, I know.
Give me Southern plus the points. Don't bet this game. What are you doing here?
Yeah, no, I'm definitely going to be on Southern, and I don't trust South Alabama either. I think Georgia Southern is a better team. This is going to be a fringe log for me. Check the picks page.
Old Dominion's at Southern Miss. Something's got to give. I've made a bunch of money on Southern Miss. I've pissed a bunch of money away on Old Dominion.
Tragic magic both ways.
This is true. Both coaches have had heart attacks.
I know.
We gonna blame this on CTE too?
You blame it on something else.
Yeah.
Blame it on Corbella.
Yeah. Well,
that's a logical thing. Yeah. That's a very logical thing. But give me Southern. It's in Hattiesburg, man. Taking Southern Miss minus the 5.5. Tough place to win. I could be talking to a lock. What are you doing here?
I'm gonna go on ODU, but I'm not gonna bet this. I don't know where I don't know where Southern Miss is at mentally off that. If anything, I would lock ODU. They're used to dealing with the coach with the heart attack.
Whoa. And hold on. Noah, keep Greg's comment up there for a second. YouTube.com/The College Experience. I watched Miami Connection because of the show. How do I get those hours of my life back? I'm sorry. Come again?
Who?
We just gave you the greatest fucking movie. Hard Ticket to Hawaii should happen next. I mean, what? I don't know what to tell you, buddy. I don't know what to tell you. When we give you gems like that, love you, Greg, but maybe movies aren't your cup of tea. All right, go check Miami Connection and Hard Ticket to Hawaii available. There's also Malibu's Most Wanted, which I highly recommend as well. Thank me later. UIC is catching 4.5 at Illinois State. Little battle of Illinois.
Illinois Chicago finally won.
I think we lay the 4.5 with the Redbirds here. What are you thinking?
Oh, wait, no. They ended up collapsing on Saturday. I thought that they won that game. They did cover. I think so too. I think that was a dream crusher on Saturday. I thought they won the game. I swear I thought they won that game against Southern Illinois. Yeah, I think we should lock up Illinois State. That was a dream crusher.
Redbirds -4.5. Let's fly. Let's fly. Glad to see the chat coming after him. They're behind Miami Connection being a classic. They're behind Hard Ticket Hawaii being a classic. Malibu's Most Wanted, all that shit. Not Malibu's Most Wanted. Malibu Express. I'm sorry. You gotta have the sense of humor, man. You gotta be able to. You gotta have humor in life. Who wants to be all serious? You know what I mean? Who wants to be all serious? We're gonna be dead in 100 years. Sit, kick back and enjoy the humor in it. Don't take it seriously. I always, I don't understand people that take it. Every movie doesn't have to be serious. You got to understand. You got to appreciate what's going on there. So anyway, half the audience has no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, but that's part of the fun of it. Georgia State's catching 8.5 at Louisiana. I will lay the 8.5 for Louisiana. I think they're gonna drill them.
I'll take Georgia State. Take the points.
Yeah. No, I didn't mean to say Malibu's Most Wanted. I meant Malibu Express. All right. Long before Most Wanted, there was Malibu Express. Check out Malibu Express and thank me later. We have a lock in Jonesboro, Arkansas tomorrow.
I knew you were going to talk about this game.
We have to bet this.
Oh no.
We have to bet this.
Do you like JMU right now, man?
Oh, I don't like Arkansas State right now. I'll fly solo. Give me the Dukes -4.5 in Jonesboro. All right, let's go. All right, we've got a solo flight. It's your captain speaking. Lay down 100 as we ease on into Jonesboro. Lay down 100 on the Dukes. Smoke them if you got them. Ease on in.
Battle. Give me Arkansas State.
Please.
Give me Arkansas State. Look ahead for JMU. Arkansas State.
I don't bring the head cold, but they're counting down 7-6-5.
Bullshit out of here. I can't wait.
JMU's at large.
I can't wait for this one
here.
We got a lock battle. Pick Dundee rolling with the Dukes. Moneyline Mac riding with the fictional Red Wolves. Is there such a thing? I know Sea Dogs became a thing, or not Sea Dogs, but Sea Wolves. Red Wolves, is that a real thing? Red Wolves? I don't know if that's a real thing.
Red Wolves, baby.
Bradley is laying 9.5 at Evansville. I'll lay it. Don't bet this game. Don't bet this game. What are you doing here?
Red
Wolves are real, apparently.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
next for Bradley.
Okay, I'll take the points.
I'll lay it still.
No, I'm gonna lay it with Bradley.
Yeah.
Bradley's so good, but it talks me off a lock.
North Texas is at Tulsa. North Texas laying 4.5.
North Texas lost 3 in a row, Colby.
I'll take him. I'm not locking him. I don't have a good feel. Yeah, I don't have a good feel here. What are you doing? You're locking this?
Fringe law. Tulsa sucks. Yeah, I'm locking it. Give me North Texas. Give me the culture. They're not losing 4 in a row. They're going to put it on. Fucking Tulsa.
Money line back, locking it up with North Texas. Maybe I'll join you. I don't know. Check the picks.
That'd be great.
Keisei Riley says I coached at Anchorage, Alaska. Seawolves. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I watched that documentary recently on I don't know, one of those platforms about seawolves. Now I red wolves is a little different, but I suppose they can have there's that thing of like, and I'm just talking out of my ass here, but I think like, if the wolf is just a slightly different color, they'll say, oh, it's a red wolf. You know what I mean? It's not really fucking red like Clifford. You know what I mean? Like so maybe there's that. It's questionable in my opinion. Questionable mascot. Because I don't know if you look up. Let's Google image. Noah, can you go to Google and show us the screen right now? Show the audience. Can you Google image red wolves?
Yeah.
In nature, and I want to see
Colby
how red they are.
Clifford just means that he's bought a couple of children's books in the last week.
What are you talking about? That's still my reading level, dude. So I gotta hit those. Those are the classics. Can we pull that up? I just want to see. No, if you can. And excuse me. I know we're an hour and 41 minutes into this, and I really don't care. I just want to see. See, that's not really red. See, this is lies. This is lies. This is another one of the white man's lies. This is another one of the white man's lies. Can we go into this? That's not red. All right. I know they say red wolf, and someone out there termed them red wolf. This is bullshit. This is who's with me, Mac. Is that a red animal that you see right there?
Fuck no. And they wanted to fucking name the Redskins the Red Wolves. Get the fuck out of here.
This is complete nonsense. Look at that. That's an Irish setter. You're seeing a fucking Irish setter. That's the closest.
That's an Asian wolf.
That ain't even real. Yeah.
Asian thing is Photoshop.
Yeah. This is a white man's lie. And I refuse to believe this. Refuse to believe this. Yes.
Where'd it go? I can't zoom in any further.
I think it's racist that they keep saying it's red. I'm offended.
It is racist. Look, if I was that fucking wolf, I'd be offended because I'm not fucking red.
Oh, there we go. There's a red wolf.
Look at that. Yeah, it is racist to the wolf. I would imagine. I would imagine the wolf's like, dude, I'm not fucking red.
Yeah, don't
I'm
name
brown
your
or
soccer.
something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't name your soccer team after me. Don't name your school after me. It's racist.
Yeah, and where did these red wolves start popping up? They started popping up recently. There were no fucking red wolves before. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. I'm gonna get the bet detective on the case here, but this is 100%.
These guys need the perfect light under the sun to make them appear like it's some kind of shade of red.
It is bullshit. This is a fox.
That
That's a fox.
not even real.
Do they call it a red fox? No, it's just a fox, right?
That's a mascot for Maris.
Now, red fox is a legend, but I mean, I'm talking about, exactly. It's all bullshit. Yeah. Yeah. Noah, while you're here, can you type in red foxes for a second? I'm curious to see how red they are. That's orange. That's an orange fox. That's Heathcliff. You know what I mean? That's Garfield. That is not red. How the fuck are they deducing that to be red? No, this is stupid. It's insulting.
You're not going to find this kind of analysis on any other college
whoever
basketball
was discovering these animals and saying they're red had to be on peyote. All right, because there's nothing that they're not red. That's not red. That's a Labrador Retriever color right there, and that one on the far right. Anyway, let's continue on this journey. As speaking of,
somebody's got to have a voice for the foxes and the wolves, man.
Well, I just call bullshit. You look when you see it. We talked about CTE. Like CTE, in my opinion, there's a lot of bullshit out there, and I know I'm trying to be, or I know you think I'm being funny, but I'm actually being dead serious. There's a lot of bullshit out there. Just like I'm not buying these red wolf things. I'm not buying that terminology of it's inaccurate. It's an inaccurate description of the animal. They tried to be, and I'm curious. I want more. Who named this animal? I want more. We're just scratching the surface here. Bet Detective's on the case. Murray State's at Belmont tomorrow.
An old OVC rivalry in the Missouri Valley now.
There's no Red Bears either. Why the fuck is there no Red Bears? Anyway, Belmont's laying 2.5. This is a fun game. I will lay the 2.5 with Belmont, but this is anyone's game. No bet.
Yeah, I like Belmont fringe lock. This is usually a home team rivalry type game, so I may bet this tomorrow. I love this game though.
Missouri State is at Northern Iowa. Northern Iowa's laying 4.5. You know, kind of think we should load up on Northern Iowa. They've lost 3 straight. I don't see them losing this. I'm locking it up.
And I also think Northern Iowa is right there to win the league.
Yeah.
What's the spread?
4.5.
Yeah, I'll lock it with you guys.
There you go. Triple lock on the Panthers.
Man. Yeah, Cocktail Napkins got it -7.5.
They're gonna fuck up.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. Northern Iowa -4.5.
Big coaching advantage in our favor too. I don't buy into Ford. They always underachieve at Missouri State, and then I get Jacobson. We get Jacobson, who's
on a 3-game skid. They're jumping. They're jumping. Shout out to Joel in the chat. Portland's catching 25.5 at Gonzaga. Yeah.
I'm not falling for this again.
Give me the points. I'm still doing it. Give me the points. I'm still doing it. Give me the points. I can't. Give me the points.
It.
Lock?
No.
Okay.
I'm not betting this.
SMU's laying 7.5 at Rice.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
Give me Rice plus 7.5.
Rice is fringe lock, man.
I can never trust Rice. So you don't want me to bet. You don't want me to agree with you because you realize Rice is like, I'm probably 1-87 in my last 88 bets on Rice basketball. I'll take the points. No bet. You?
Houston, Dallas, regional. I mean, Rice coming in here. Winners of two in a row. SMU's been stumbling. I kind of. They've been getting lucky when they win these games. I like Rice. Lock it up. Rice is live.
Yes. Moneyline Mac locking up the Rice Owls plus 7.5 in Houston, Texas. Next up, the Appalachian State Mountaineers head to San Marcos, Texas to take on Texas State. App State's laid 8.5. I'm on Texas State plus 8.5 here. This is just, I just feel like App State is due. I know Texas State's been ass all year, but I'm taking the 8.5. I could be talking to a lock here. Mac, what are you doing here?
Yeah. It's fringe lock because they have Toledo on deck. App State.
Yeah.
Fringe lock.
Yeah. Creighton. Michael Crichton, welcome to Jurassic Park, is heading to Providence, Rhode Island. Creighton's laying 1.5. I feel like I'm going to lock up Creighton, and I am. Give me Creighton -1.5.
Creighton all day.
Double lock?
Yep. Bounce back. These plus
there we go. Creighton -1.5. Georgia is heading to Starkville, Mississippi. Mississippi State's laid 8.5 points.
Oof.
It's too many. It's too many. Give me Georgia plus 8.5. Lock it up. But Mississippi State can't score that well, man.
No.
Give me them dogs. Battle of the Bulldogs here. Where are you going? Is there a red bulldog out there?
I do agree. I mean, their wins at home. Auburn by 6, Vandy by 13, Tennessee by 5. The problem is Georgia is on the bubble. They need this game. I'm with you. I kind of like Georgia, but I don't like Georgia on the road. So I'm staying away.
Notre Dame's getting 16.5 at Cameron Indoor Stadium.
Notre Dame, right there the first time.
Coming off the Carolina loss is tough though. I'm still taking. You mean Notre Dame plus 16.5? No bet. What are you doing here?
Notre Dame fringe lock. Duke plays with their food.
Florida Gulf Coast is catching 8.5 at Eastern Kentucky. Man.
Yeah.
Should we lock Gulf Coast? They're such a crazy team this year, man.
I know. I was going to suggest we lock Eastern Kentucky. I think they're telling you EKU is going to drill their ass. Off back-to-back road games, they've been killing teams at home.
Oh, dude, they've won. They've only lost one game since the new year.
I know, and it was at Queens.
Oh man! All right, I'll take EKU. No lock. No lock.
I'm locking it. They're gonna fuck it. Gulf Coast is so full of gold.
Moneyline Mag, lock it up. The Colonels of Eastern Kentucky minus 8.5. Yeah. Noah, FYI, can you get us the Loyola Marymount San Diego line if you can? In the meantime, Nebraska's heading to Northwestern. Northwestern's laying 4.5 points. Will Noah come here and lock up his Northwestern Wildcats because he just said toughest environment in all of America? I'm going to take Nebraska plus 4.5 points. Mac?
No, I'll lock Northwestern. Nebraska is off an overtime game. The game before that, they stormed the court. Northwestern, great spot. Lock it up.
Back-to-back overtime games for Northwestern against Wisconsin and Illinois. They're drained, in my opinion. Northwestern at home. They're also off back.
Let's go. Cornhuskers plus 4.5. Get this flying squirrel nonsense out of here. You guys would back the flying squirrel. You would go with those private school
had
pussies.
2 back-to-back overtime games too, both on the road. They come back home though, and again, they haven't lost at home in Big Ten play. So, and all of those W's except for Maryland were by 4.5 or more.
Well, I gotta say, Nebraska is not really a Big Ten team, so it's going to take one that's not a Big Ten team to do it.
They've been a Big 12 team for a decade.
They've never been a Big Ten team. All right, if they're not running the triple option, all right, if they're not going,
who's more of a Big Ten team? Nebraska, Rutgers, Maryland. Who's adapted?
Rutgers
best?
And Maryland have adapted the best.
What?
Yeah,
maybe Rutgers.
I don't think you know how good Nebraska football used to be, man.
Oh, I know how good they used to be. I'm just saying, you think Maryland's adapted best? They're boycotting it still. Nobody goes to the home games.
Oh, I know that, but no one goes. Nebraska fakes a sellout every game. Yeah, it's going to take a Big 12 team to beat them. Let's go, folks. Before we get out of here, I want to tell you that we have a few more games, and before that, I want to tell you that the College Basketball Experience is brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets. Yes, win bigger by betting smarter this NFL postseason with Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting analytics platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Research every NFL, NBA, and soccer bet with historical stats and data. So what are you doing? Stop betting in the dark and join over 30,000 users researching with Hall of Fame Bets to craft more intelligent, data-driven parlays. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit hofbets.com. Use that promo code SGPN to get 50% off your first month today. Start researching. Start winning with Hall of Fame Bets. All right, we are back on the College Basketball Experience. Shout out to Rob Donaldson who says Nebraska isn't a true Big Ten team.
He also said that I was right about Maryland. So,
but he says that for someone from Iowa. I grew up. No one ever gave a shit about Maryland football. All right, not since they had Bear Bryant.
Well, the basketball too. They've been dead.
Basketball, yeah, they've faded out some, but still, no, the fans have faded out some. They don't care. That's fair. Yeah. That is fair. But I still say that, like them playing Penn State and stuff, like Nebraska just doesn't fit in the Big Ten to me. They when I think of
we just
Nebraska,
talked about it on the SEC baseball. Like Maryland, Penn State's a forced rivalry.
It is, but still, what did I say? I said just like Iowa, Nebraska. They're trying to do this Iowa, Nebraska thing. When I think of Nebraska, Nebraska should be playing Texas and Oklahoma, and Colorado, and Kansas. You know what I mean? Like, no,
Oklahoma,
get out of here. Nebraska, Purdue. I want to fall asleep. Texas A&M's laying 4.5 at Missouri.
Missouri's going to win.
They almost got him in College Station, man. I'm with you. Give me the points. No lock.
I'm locking Missouri. Win number 1. A&M, I do not trust them, especially not on the road. Missouri all day, outright.
Moneyline Mac locking up the Missouri Tigers. UCLA is heading to the farm. Palo Alto. Bruins are catching 2.5 points.
Get the fuck out of here with this Stanford shit.
I'm locking up UCLA.
Yes.
They've turned the corner. UCLA moneyline play. Let's go. Double lock, I assume.
Yeah. UCLA, watch out. They're going to win it. They're going to win out.
Noah, did you get that LMU line for me?
It is LMU minus 2.5, anywhere 2.5 to 3.5. Let's call it -3. LMU.
I think we should bet on LMU.
I like LMU, but I'm not going to bet it. I got enough locks.
I'm going to bet on LMU in San Diego. At the heart of lions, tigers, and bears, to quote the great Mike Tyson. Let's go. Final game on the slate. USC is in Berkeley against Cal Berkeley. Mark Madsen and the Bears laying 2.5. I could bet Cal. You could talk me into a Cal bet right now.
Yeah. No. This is a Cal smash spot. They're coming off the Oregon State 30-point win. They haven't got anything fixed. Cal's coming back home. Lock it up. The Cal Golden Bears, Mark Madsen.
There you go.
Triple lag. The tackle napkins got this one -7 too.
Mac's gonna add himself to the coach list to have a heart attack. You gonna blame that on CTE too?
No, I'm not a pussy. Blame it on the alcohol. Fucking contacts are killing me.
Oh, that does.
The worst.
I know that pain. Top play of the day, folks. Top play of the day, and let's get out of here. My top play of the day. What is my top play of the day? I mean, to be honest, the first thought I had was Western Kentucky plus 9.5. But hang on, I want to assess this because normally I like to have a home team. Sometimes, I feel like I do have a lot of road teams today.
I love UCLA, man. At Stanford, they'll have as many fans there, and basically they're a dog. I mean, come on.
Did I take any home teams today? What is wrong with me?
Well, no
Auburn minus 4.5.
Oh, that's it. Auburn. Yeah.
Remember, no home team.
No, was that going to be yours? Was that going to be yours? It was Auburn?
I was mentioning it as one of my favorites, but also to remind you. Because that was
I'll give you Auburn, and then I'll go with Western Kentucky. How about that?
All right. I like my lock better. Pitt at NC State over 142.5. These guys are going to love the game.
All right, I guess I'll take Auburn. How about this? I'll give you two. Auburn, Western Kentucky. Mac, what are you doing here?
I like my Auburn pick.
I'll go last 2 games. Give me UCLA and Cal.
I like it.
Let's go.
A little San Francisco love parlay. There you go. Folks, appreciate you talking to us for 2 hours. Appreciate everyone in the chat. And we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's back at 9 p.m. or around 9 Pacific time because I have the college football show before that. Come to, if you're a college football fan, we're breaking down the ACC schedule. Yeah.
Might be a little bit later, right? Later than midnight, later than 9.
Like 9:30.
Kind of like tonight where it's 12:30, 9:30.
So appreciate you tuning in, and please remember that Red Wolves and CTE are complete bullshit, and somewhat bullshit. The Red Wolf is completely bullshit, but the CTE somewhat bullshit. A lot of bullshit in there. Give Moneyline Mac a follow. He is not full of bullshit. He's on Twitter. Yeah, he's on Twitter at moneyline_Mac. Noah Bieniek's on Twitter at NoahB77_. I'm on Twitter at the Colby D. The College Basketball Experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. We appreciate you rocking with us. We are part of the Sports Gambling Podcast. Check out them. Me and Noah Bieniek just dropped a college baseball episode that should be out in the next 24 hours. Also, check out the College Football Experience tomorrow. ACC 2024. Look at the schedule. Break down the schedule. It's just released in the past 2 weeks. Also, the FCS College Football Experience is going to have an episode out this week as well. We just did a coaching thing about a week ago. Check out that and check out the Bottom Line Bombs podcast with our friend CJ Sullivan. All right, folks. Till next time. This is the College Basketball Experience. You better start thinking about yours, and we are out of here.
I lost a bet on the Super Bowl, so I had to dive in and crawl around through the snow. Don't believe me? Believe me, there's a video. We made it to promote March 5th and then we did the show. Before March there was a winter to be lived through, and snow fell on the DC metropolis. In some other cities this wouldn't be big news, but where I live it felt like an apocalypse. Not the kind with zombies or the wrath of God, but the kind where Mother Nature doesn't laugh it off. I didn't laugh at all. I saw the sky smoking the blunt, now waiting for the ash to fall. Traffic stalled for a few weeks. Capitol Hill of snow taking up a parking space. A couple notches on the beltway ain't unique, but higher in freezes get more than your heart to race. I mean the rats were frostbitten, they lost it, risking their lives just to make it to the office. Exhausting, caustic, cold front rose up through the mid-Atlantic and did its damage. Detective Baylor didn't expect a camera and brought a gun to a snowball fight. I know my rights in the season of mood swing. Some of us winning, some of us losing. That broken clock's been blinking since winter. I hope it's not telling me I was born to lose. I lost my temper, but I found my center. Winning winter, so I can stay warm with you. That broken clock's been